Have you ever downloaded a file, saved it somewhere, and then had no idea where it went a week later? Today I'm going to show you a simple 5-step system for organizing digital files, folders, and downloads without spending your whole weekend cleaning your computer. Maybe your desktop is covered in random files. Maybe your downloads folder has become a storage unit. Or maybe you have files named things like final-2 and still can't tell which version is the right one. And when you really need something, it takes far too long to find it. Hi, I'm Kari. I'm an accountant, a data nerd, and a practical problem solver. I created this system because I needed it too. I like simple processes that help things work better without making life more complicated. Just because your computer's a mess and you can't find a file doesn't mean you're bad at technology. Most of us were never taught how to create a simple digital filing system. You probably don't need more apps or a complicated setup. You just need a clear way to decide where files go. Here's a simple 5-step plan to help you get your files cleaned up once and for all so you can find things when you really need them. First, create a digital inbox. Second, delete the obvious clutter. Third, create 3 main folders. Fourth, name the files consistently. And fifth, decide what to keep. You don't need to complete all 5 steps today. Even doing one will just make your digital life a little easier. Now let's go over each step. Step 1 is to create a folder called Digital Inbox. Think of this as a temporary home for your loose files. It can live on your desktop, inside your Documents folder, or in the cloud storage service you use most often. In File Explorer, choose New, select Folder, and name it Digital Inbox. Then, instead of leaving files scattered everywhere, you have one place to collect them until you're ready to sort them. Step 2 is to delete the easy stuff first. Don't begin with the difficult decisions. Start with the duplicates, old install files that usually end in exe, screenshots you no longer need, and outdated versions of files. Aim to clear about 10 to 20 of these and delete them for good. You don't have to empty the whole folder. You're just simply removing the files you already know for sure that you do not need. Step 3 is to create 3 main folders that fit your real life. For example, you might choose finances, home, and family. Your categories may be different. You could choose work, personal, photos, or something else that makes sense to you. The important thing is not to create a whole 20 folder system all at once. Start broad, and then you can always add subfolders later. Step 4, name your files consistently. Step 4 is to name the files in a way that makes sense when you search for them later. I like to use the date, a short description, and a useful detail. For example, 26-07-04, insurance renewal auto. The date helps the file sort correctly, the description tells you what it is, and the final detail helps distinguish it from something similar. Like you can tell that file is not about house insurance. To go along with step 4, we also have avoid vague file names. A vague file name like scan005 doesn't tell you anything. 6 months from now, you'll probably have to open it just to figure out what it is. A clear name lets you recognize the file immediately. You do not need to rename every file on your computer today. You just start with 5 important files and use the same naming pattern going forward. Step 5 is deciding what should happen to each file. Most files belong in one of 4 places: an active folder for something you still use. The earlier main folders are considered active folders. An archive folder for something you need to keep but rarely open. These are usually old files but still fall in a category that you've chosen. Maybe set up folders inside the main one that has the year or some other system that works best for you. A review later folder is for anything that you're not sure about. This is kind of like your digital inbox where files sit until a decision is made, or you can make a review later folder and sort it as time allows. At least this way, if you're searching for something and it's not in the first place you looked, then check there. It could still be waiting to be moved and renamed. Or the recycle bin for something that you no longer need. This is where people often get stuck. So I created a simple decision helper flowchart. With this flowchart, you start by asking whether the file still serves a purpose. If it doesn't, then delete it. If it does, ask whether you'll realistically use it within the next 90 days. If yes, keep it in an active folder. If not, check whether it's a duplicate or an outdated version. If it is, delete it. And if you're still unsure, move it to the review later folder and set a reminder to look at it again in about 30 days. That gives you a safe middle option without letting uncertain files take over your active folders. Okay, here's your one step for today. Just create the digital inbox and move 5 loose files into it. Don't worry about sorting them yet. The first one is simply gathering them into one reliable place. Small decisions and actions really add up. One file organized today is one less file you'll have to search for tomorrow. You don't need to fix your entire digital life all in one day. You just need to take one useful step in the right direction. The File Decision Helper flowchart is one of 12 checklists, guides, and decision helpers inside my $9 ClearMind Quick Wins Toolkit. I also have a free ClearMind challenge on the blog with a new task every week, if you'd rather start there. I'll leave both links in the description below. For more small fixes that make everyday life easier, please subscribe to Project Improve Me. You can also visit projectimproveme.com for free resources, blog posts, and practical tools. Thank you for being here, and I hope this gives you an easy place to start cleaning up your digital life.